Hello everyone, my name is Cristian Negulescu and you know me for a lot of integration with UiPath. We have the connector for Salesforce, ServiceNow, Jira, Confluence and so on. In the last period, I did some videos about how to trigger emails, from Gmail, Outlook and so on. And some clients request to make a full video about emails, So today, I will do a full video about how to work with emails and how to trigger robots from emails in different ways. So to be able to do this, today I will work with Gmail. So I create a new Gmail account for me, which is robotsalesforce@gmail.com. And then I will use this Gmail with two components. So I will use the IMAP and SMTP. So I use the IMAP to read the email and SMTP to send emails. So for this, first I need to configure the Gmail. And when I go here on the settings, to be able to use the IMAP, I have to go here and say enable IMAP. And then here there is another thing that you need to do. It's to be able to configure, you need to disable. So the second thing that you need to do for the system to work, it's to go here on the manage your Google account, and on the manage your Google account, you will write less, and you say less secure app access, and you put this on, okay? So these are the two settings that I did for me to be able to work with this one. Now, this video will be long, so we'll see that on the description of the video, you will have the steps, what you need. So first it was the configuration of the Gmail inside of the email. Then we'll read and send emails. Then we'll filter the emails and we'll see how to filter the email. Then we'll trigger the process from the orchestrator. And then on the end, we'll do a Google script that will add data to an orchestrator queue, and this will start the process. And here you will have on the description of the movie, you will have all the times for this, and with the links. Okay, so we configure our Gmail, we have some emails here, and we configure our Gmail account. Now let's see what we do inside of UiPath Studio. So inside of UiPath Studio, let me change the resolution of the PC. So inside of UiPath Studio, I create a process, and it's a simple process. To be able to read the emails, I will use get IMAP email message, and on that get IMAP email message, I will have inbox. I will put the port, it's 993. I will say the server, it's imapgmail.com. And then I put here my email and my password. Like I said, it's a test account, so you can see my password. I will delete the test account tomorrow. So it's robot Salesforce and my password. Then I will say what I will do with the emails. So I want to read only the unread emails. After I read, I say mark as read. And I will say that I will get the top 13 emails. And this will provide me a list of emails. In my case here, I just have two emails because, like I said, this is a brand new account. Good. Let's see what else we do here. So I will do a for each on this list of emails, and here I need to select the type of argument, and the type of argument, it's mail message. So you will go and say mail message. And you will select this one, system.net mail message, So this is the type of argument. And with this email, I'm able to access so I'm able, for example, I can go here and let's disable this activity. And let's write line. Let's use a write line. Okay, and on the item, I can go and say, I want the from, So from what's coming, the email. From sender to string, From address, I want from the from address, Then I want the I have another write line with item subject. If I want the body, you will see that. So if I go here and say item, I say write line, item body, you will see that in this case, in case of Gmail, the body will not come like this, will be empty, yeah? And to be able to get the body, we need to use a different way. So instead of the body, I have it here, you will say this. So instead of the body, disable, I will put this stuff. Item headers plain text, yeah? And this will return me the plain text, okay? So let's write line here a new email and we'll see. Write line, new email. So we will have the body, then the subject and the address from, yeah? So if we run this, we will see on the output, we have here 2 emails, and we will see on the output, I have body there, normal from Cristian Neculescu, with the subject body, then a new email with Cristian Negulescu and body there, yeah? So these are the from UiPath. So these are my 2 emails, okay? Good, I will mark this unread because I will use it on the, so this is the way how I read the subject, the from and so on, yeah? Good, now let's send an email. So if I want to send an email, enable activity, I will use send SMTP email, To be able to use this, I will put the port will be 465 and the server will be SMTP Gmail. Now, the email, then I put the email user and the password. Yeah, if you are on a production system, you will put with secure password and so on. And then I would say too, I want to basically reply, but be careful. Inside of the Gmail activity, you will go here and say reply, yeah, to the system. Because here I use an IMAP and a SMTP, I'm not able to directly reply to that email. So I'm just able to send another email. We will see on the next video when I will use the Outlook that you will be able to reply on a thread to the email. But here you are not able to reply on a thread, yeah? So I will read the email and then I will say, I want to send an email to the guy that give me the address. So I say item from address. Then the subject, I will put here robot response item subject to string. So the old subject with the robot response in the front. And then I say robot process your request all body. And I say, like I said, body in this case will come on item headers plain text. Okay? I can put attachments and so on. So let's run this one. I have here my emails, which are now unread. So I have here my Gmail account, my Cristian Gmail account. So if I go and run the robot, you will see that the robot will read the emails and he will respond to that emails. So let's go here. If I refresh, you will see that both emails I read, yeah? if I go to my Gmail account, you see that I have a response from robot Salesforce with robot response, the subject with all my issues, yeah? Yeah, robot, and you see the whole body, it's a body there. Good. And I have another response on my account on the UiPath account. Okay, now let's go to the next step and let's go to filter the emails. Yeah, so let's understand how we filter the emails. So we understand how to read the emails, to send the emails. Let's understand how we filter the emails. Now, let's send another email that will have on the subject ABC. Yeah. And I will show you how to work with this ABC. So I will go from on my Google account and I will say, I send an email to robot@salesforce.com and I will say ABC test body for ABC. Okay, like this with a lot of mistakes. And let's make some decisions. Yeah. With this, I send the email, I go here and see that I received the email. I will receive the email on time. Okay, from Gmail to Gmail, you see test ABC and so on. And now I will want to make some filters. And take a look on what option I have here. So I can disable this, this activity. And I can put a if condition. For example, I can enable this one, and I will show you what I have here. So I have a condition. If the item subject to lower, because I don't know how the email is written, so I prefer to put all the characters to lower and to be able to compare. So if the subject contains ABC, then I respond to that email that, look, I find ABC, robot process the request. If not, you will go here and say, if contains UiPath, you say, if the subject, if the system will not contain ABC or UiPath, I will display the body like this. So basically, in this way, you will see that I have a different response for my emails, yeah? So this is my emails. I will run the robot, and I will have different response based on what it was the subject of the email with decisions, yeah? Good. So let's see. I receive here a response, and you see, I find ABC, and for the subject, I get the subject without ABC and UiPath. So the robot was able to respond to different type of emails, different decision for my different emails, yeah. And the other one is on the UiPath. So if I go to UiPath, you will see that I have some emails here, yeah. And the last one, it's UiPath. It's one of the is on the subject request all bodies. This one, yeah. Good. So you see that I have different response for emails. Now, this was a decision with if, yeah. But I can filter. I can go here and say disable this one. Yeah, I will make it smaller. I can let this enable with sending the email, and I can filter here. So here I have a list, yeah. So if I go on this one, you can see that basically if I go here, you will see that this one, it's a list of mail, yeah. Now a list can be, because we are under .NET, you are able to use a link queries to be able to sort the list, yeah? So here you have on the internet an example. You have the system, and then you'll do some query with select and so on and so on. I will give you an example, yeah? So let me show you the example. What I will have here. So I have my list, and on my list I will say this, where function m email subject to lower contains UiPath. Yeah. So I will write this function there. So I will sort the list to be just the emails with the subject UiPath. Okay. So let's see how I will write it there. Let's copy paste this one to gain some time. I will go back here, and here I will say where, yeah. And here I will put the decision, and this decision was a function, yeah. So I say where function m is the value, and then m is the value email, it's subject lower contains UiPath. So this, if I run it like this, the system will just find the emails that contain UiPath, and to that emails he will send an email, yeah. We'll go here, we'll say that all are marked as lead, and only this email that contain UiPath will have a response, okay? So I just go and run. Okay, good. So if I go to my Gmail account, you see I don't have another email because both Gmail, it was with ABC and normal. If I go to my UiPath account, you will see that I have another email, yeah? Robot process the whole body and so on, because that one contains UiPath. Good. Now, we filter the emails. We send the emails and so on. Now we want to trigger these emails from Orchestrator. So I will switch back to the normal resolution to be much faster, because I will not work on the studio. I'm back to the normal resolution, and now we want to trigger this process, yeah. So I will publish this to the Orchestrator. I already do this, yeah. And then from the Orchestrator, I will publish this process to a robot, yeah. I have it here. I put it to an back office robot. So let's understand step by step how I can trigger this process, yeah. So one, if it's on my PC, if it's on an attended robot, yeah, the things that I have to do, it's just go here. Let's again send the all the emails are unread, yeah. I just trigger when I want the robots from here, yeah. So I go, the robot will go on my PC, do all the things on the background and so on. And you'll see that I will have some answers to the emails, yeah? Here you can put some reminders, but it's just a reminder daily when to start the process or something like this. It's not a schedule, yeah? Because that's the idea. If you are on attended robot, you will make the decision. And you can see here, if I go, I have 2 emails and I have emails also on my UiPath with the response. So the robot processes the emails, okay? So for the attended, okay, I will give it again on the unread. So for the attended, I will start it from here, yeah? Now, if I want to put it on the Orchestrator for the unattended, I will do it like this. I will go to the Orchestrator. I'm on the cloud, UiPath cloud, yeah. I put a process, and I put the process on the environment, and I have a robot on the environment that it's running this process. So it's an unattended robot. I will start it manually from the orchestrator, and then we'll create a trigger, because that's our target, to create a trigger. So read Gmail process. This is my robot, and I can say start. This robot will work on a PC that is not here, yeah? It's an unattended virtual machine, and on that virtual machine, the process will run. The process will read my email, and after he read my email, the process will respond to the email. You see that the process is running, and this will read my emails and respond to the email. Yeah, it's already done. I already received the sound for the new emails. You see, I have a lot of emails. Okay, good. I will delete this one, and I will delete it to see the new stuff. Now I want to trigger I want to schedule this. Yeah. So on the orchestrator, I will go here on the triggers. Yeah. And I will say add trigger. And I will say time schedule. And I will say it's Christian Gmail. Yeah. The process will be read Gmail on Christian environment. Yeah. I will say that the priority is normal. I will say that I will trigger it on that robot. I can put it on all the robots and so on and so on. And I will say to trigger that process every minute. Yeah. So every minute, the system will check that robot. Every minute, the system will check that he will start my robot. Yeah, every minute. We'll wait a minute to be able to. Okay, so in 1 minute we'll be able to see that the process is running. Yeah. So let's come back here. So this will be the trigger with the time. Yeah. And the last thing, we'll see that after we'll see that this is running. So we'll hear on the we will hear the sound of the look. He's already processed the stuff. Yeah. And remember, I delete everything, and now I have emails. So the trigger was working. Yeah. The trigger was working. Probably here I have also some view jobs. Yeah, you see that he was started. Let's go and delete this trigger. Okay. And now let's do another trigger. Yeah. So here, when I say triggers, it was Christian. Let's put Christian Gmail Queue. Christy Gmail Queue. Yeah. So what I will do now, I will select the same process. I will say that it was read Gmail. And I will say that is normal. And I will say here that this system will take from Gmail queue. GQ. Yeah, so I have created the Gmail queue. And when a parameter is added to this Gmail queue, the process will be triggered. Yeah. So I don't have now a time to be able to wait to trigger the process every minute or every hour to do the stuff. He will just wait for something to arrive on the queue, and this will trigger the process. Yeah. So I add this trigger. Okay. Now the queue is empty now. I'm sure about this. Look, I do queues. It was GQ. I have one that is deleted. Let's go on the view transaction. This one, you see? So it's no data there, yeah? Good. And now we need to put an data on the queue. So if you remember, here I create a video on how to start a process from Gmail, yeah? So you can write a script inside of Google Script, and this script can send data to the orchestrator. So what I did, you have there the video. So you have the Gmail trigger and you have the Google Script triggers, yeah? And you have the code, everything there. And I will put the code also on this video. So I open my G script, I write script.google.com, and on the script.google.com, I write this script, yeah? And on this script, what I do, I check my email, I check if I have something with unread on the inbox, yeah? And if I have something with unread on the inbox, I will go and write the data on the queue. So I will authenticate to the orchestrator, yeah? And if I authenticate to the orchestrator, I go and say I want to write to GQ with normal, with the subject and the first name of the email, yeah? Good. So I can run the script now, and then I will put a trigger on the script on the Gmail. So I will go here. I will say that this ABC will be unread, yeah. And I will run the script, yeah. When you write the email, he will ask you, when you write the script, you need some permission, the permission for Google here to be able to use it. You have to go here on advanced and you say that I want to use Gmail, yeah? You have to put this on. If you don't have this, he will not be able to run it, okay? So remember this stuff. Okay, now let's go to the orchestrator. On the queue, I don't have it yet. I know very well where I don't have it, because take a look on the script. It says that I want to use the unread email from the inbox, but here my script was, if you watch the last video, it's that the value of the system should come from UiPath. So I need to select to be unread an email that is coming from UiPath. So this email is coming from UiPath. So if an email is not coming from UiPath, the script will not start, yeah? So I'll go on this one, I will say unread, yeah? And then I will go to run the script, yeah? And then I will show you how to put the script on a trigger. So this is the script, yeah? The script runs, and the script, when it's running, it's going to write the data on the queue. Let's go here and say refresh. We will see that the data will arrive to this queue. Yeah, and I have the response. Yeah, so the data arrives to the queue, and if I take a look on my email, you see that I have a response for test ABC, yeah? The data was arriving on the queue, and if we remember the trigger, if we go here on the trigger, it was Christy Christy Gmail queue, and you view jobs, you see that the robot was started, and I have the response for my data. Yeah, so I have a response on the email, and if we take a look on the UiPath, I have another response now. Yeah, it's 40 and it's 41. So you understand the logic. I put here a script. This script will write on a queue. Yeah, this queue. So if the data arrive to that queue, the system will start the process. The system will trigger the process, and the process will read on the emails and do all the stuff. Yeah. So this is another way how to start emails, to start a process from the email in a safe way. Yeah. Here, this you'll put on a trigger. So basically, you can go here and say triggers. And you create a trigger on the on Google with my function, and you say that I want to run this every minute, hour, how you want. So every 10 minutes, save. So basically, you will have a trigger on your Google account, and this trigger from a Google account, he will check the emails. When an email will receive, this will process the email, will analyze the email, and this will put the data on the Orchestrator Queue. Sorry, my bad. So back. Let's understand. Google script will trigger when when a new email arrives. Yeah, the Google script will add the data on the Orchestrator queue. This orchestrator is configured. When he receive a data on the queue, the orchestrator will start a process that read all the emails and analyze the emails and respond to the emails. Okay. So that was the idea with how to trigger and process from an email using a multiple ways of interaction. As usual, contact me on the YouTube, LinkedIn, or other channels, and ask me what else you want to see on my channels and on my videos. And I will promise that I will make something also with Outlook to show you how to work with the emails with Outlook in a very fast way. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. Bye bye.